Hello and welcome to the tutorial on subtraction. In this tutorial we will learn how to subtract a 4-digit number and a 2-digit number, and we're going to do this using the horizontal format. Now there is more than one method to do this, so we're going to look at slightly different methods. Let's start with a nice easy example. What is 5,687 minus 54? 5,687 minus 54. Now in this example we're going to start with the units. Let's label them. We've got 7 minus 4. Let's write this down. 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. So we can write this down. That's the units. 3. Now how about the tens? We've got 8 tens minus 5 tens. So we've got 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So we can write that one down. 3. How about the hundreds and the thousands? Well, in this example, these two digits, they do not change. Okay, we've done the subtraction and they do not change. So let's write those down. Oops, I'm just going to go back to yellow. Therefore, 5,687 minus 54 is 5,633. Now you can use this method if there is no carrying. And what I mean by that is, we'll work through our second example and you'll understand this. Okay, let's have a look at the question. We've got 6,438 minus 29. 6,438 minus 29. Now in this example, just have a look at the units. We've got 8 minus 9. Now straight away we know that this is something we cannot do. We're going to have to involve the tens. So let's use a slightly different method. What I'm going to do is start with the thousands. Okay, the thousands. We have 6 thousands, but there are no thousands on the right hand side. So the 6,000 remains the same. So let's write this down. 6,000. And now we're going to do the hundreds. We've got 4 hundreds. Now again, we've got no hundreds on this side. So 4 minus 0 is 4. So let's write down 400. Now we've got the tens, and we have 3 minus 2. 3 tens minus 2 tens is 1 10. So we can write that down. 10. And lastly, we have the units. And for the units, we have 8. Oops, let's just take this all the way across. 8 minus 9. Well, 8 minus 9, and you know this from your negative numbers, 8 minus 9 is minus 1. 8 minus 9 is minus 1. So we can write this down. It's going to be minus. All the other numbers are plus. Okay? Now, so if we do, what we're going to do is I'm just going to draw and underline this. If we have 6,410, those are the first three. 410, and then we've got minus 1. And you know this from our equations. We've got 6,410 minus 1 is 9. It looks a little bit complicated and long-winded, but just follow the principles on this, and you'll understand that this is a very simple method to use. Okay, therefore, the answer is 6,409. And in this example, first we began with the thousands, then the hundreds, then the tens, and then the units. We added them together, and the only thing we had to do different was to subtract the 1. That gave us our answer, 6,409. So that is a second method. We're now going to look at a third method. Okay, let's just scroll down. And this time we've got 4,213 minus 85. 4,213 minus 85. Now this looks a little bit more complicated. What we're going to do in this example is we're going to start at number 85, the one that we're working from, and we're going to add the numbers to it to make it equal to 4,213. Now this involves a bit of mental arithmetic, and once you get the hang of this, I think you'll be using method C all the way through. So let's start with this. We've got units, we've got 5 units, but we have to get the 5 units to equal 3. So what number do we have to add to make it equal to 3? Well, 5 plus 8, okay, so if we write down 8, 5 plus 8 equals 13. So that means that we've added 1 here. Okay, so the 8 has now become 9. 5 plus 8 is 13. So we've done the first one. We've done the units. The next one we have is the tens. We've got 9 tens over here. We have to make it equal to 110. Okay, so what number added to 9 is going to give us 1 or 11? Okay, that's simple. The answer is 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. Again, we're carrying 1 to the next column, the hundreds. So we've got 100, and we have to make it equal to 200s. So what number added to 1 is going to give us 2? The answer is 1. And lastly, we've got the thousands. Well, we don't have any thousands to begin with, but we have to make it equal to 4. Well, 0 plus 4 equals 4. Now, did you understand the principles and follow that through? Because just by doing that, we have arrived at our answer, 4,128. And in example C, we started with the number 85, the one we're subtracting, and we keep adding to it until we get to our initial starting point, which is 4,213. It's a very simple method and a very effective method. So those are 3 different methods we have used for the subtraction of a 4-digit number and a 2-digit number using the horizontal format.